In this video, I'm going to be covering section 3 of Business English Secrets, which is dedicated to that very key business English skill of small talk. Now, a lot of people say that there's nothing small about small talk, and I agree. But why is small talk so important in our life, in our business lives? Well, for starters, small talk creates a strong rapport, a strong relationship between people. It makes you feel relaxed and it relaxes the other person with whom you're doing business. So it's a vital part, and it also helps you find a common ground between the people you're working with. So it's not a small area. But it's an area that causes a lot of problems for a lot of people where English is not their first language. So over the years, I've been helping my clients work on their small talk to get them more confident, more relaxed, and to allow them to talk about different topics. So in this section, I have 3 chapters, and the first chapter is dedicated to how you would meet and greet a visitor coming to your country. And it could be they're coming on a business trip, they're coming for a business meeting with you. And so I've looked at that area on how would you create that first impression? How do you start the conversation? What would the conversation look like? So that just gives you some ideas, gives you some phrases. The next chapter would be about looking at the subjects that we can talk about and subjects that we should avoid. So taboo and non-taboo subjects. And this is very much cultural sensitive because there are certain areas of the world where you can discuss certain subjects. For example, in Malaysia, if I'm to do business there, it would not be at all strange to ask on the first meeting someone about their salary, how much they earn. Whereas in the UK, you wouldn't ask that. So there are certain things that are, not advisable to ask, and other things where you're safe to talk about. And in this chapter, I talk about the subjects that are safe to talk about. Things like travel, things like leisure and sport, things like the weather. Fairly neutral topics that you can talk about. And I give you the phrase banks and the phrases for it. In the last chapter for small talk, I cover the art of mastering small talk. And there are 10 tips I share with you on what you should do and what you should cover. Things like, for example, being the first to say hello. Most people who, if they think that English is not their language, they don't feel very confident, the last thing they think about is being the first person to say hello, to greet a person wherever they are. And in fact, no, it is actually a good thing to do because it puts you in control. And also then it's how to use your body language, the do's and don'ts of using your body language with small talk. And then also it's how you use the situations around you, the scenario around you, how perhaps you can talk about something that's around you and then make a comment to start that conversation. Again, it's showing you that and how you would use that in those particular scenarios to make the other person feel comfortable. Another key tip in mastering the art of small talk is actively listening to the person who's speaking to you. It's one of the areas that when you start talking, there's nothing worse than someone looking and not giving eye contact to the person who's speaking to you. And they're busy scanning the room to look at other people they could potentially want to talk to. No, actively listen and then actively respond to what they're saying. So there are tips on how you can actively listen, not just with your body language, but with your words. And that is also an area that I share. Now, small talk, as I say, is not a small area in business English skills. In fact, it's something that I have taken to and expanded. And I have another book that I brought into, which is Small Talk to Go. And some of you might already know it. And in there, I've then developed the whole concept of small talk and taken it to a different level. So if you're interested in that, that is in my other book, ebook, Small Talk to Go. But for this section, section 3 of Business English Secrets, the 3 chapters gives you a taster, a flavor of what it's like to engage in small talk. But if you then want to take it to the next step, then small talk to go might be an area you want to look at. But this is for the moment the 3 chapters. Again, how to meet and greet a visitor, what areas, what subjects which is safe to talk about, and what you should really avoid, and the top 10 tips on how to master the art of small talk. So, and then I have at the end some phrase banks, some phrases to help you to start the conversation in this very important area of business English. So that's small talk, and that's section 3 of Business English Secrets. So this is my new latest ebook that's on my website, retailing at $9.99. So just under £10 to get this part of the section, but the sections I've already covered are presentations and job interviews, and the next section I'll be talking to you about is business writing. So this is me, Shanti Kumaraswamy Street, saying ciao for now from English with a Twist, and I hope your small talk, you're feeling relaxed with small talk. If not, you get this book to get you going on the right path to feeling relaxed and confident in this very crucial area of business English. So that's from me for the moment. Take care. Bye.